Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we are flying EasyJet 1368 with non-stop service from London Luton to Aberdeen. We are flying the ToLiss A319 with the new BSS sound pack. As you can see, we are currently logged on VATSIM. It's pretty rainy right here down in Luton, so why don't we go ahead and go inside and get out all this rain. Alright, here we are in the cockpit inside of the Airbus A319. As I said before, we are flying the ToLiss A319 with the new BSS sound pack. And we have already plugged in our flight plan in the MCDU. Have our APU started. We are still connected to ground power. And we already have all of our passengers loaded. We are taking 121 passengers today. Before we do anything else, I am going to show you guys our flight plan. So, if I pull you guys up here, we're going to be departing Luton, direct only, but I have found a departure on the charts, the only one Bravo departure. So we are going to take the only one Bravo departure, which is going to take us out, make us take a left-hand turn of 215 degrees, come back around to the right to 257, direct D6 BNN at or above 4,000, and direct from that basically to Olney. We're going to take a whole bunch of airways and another bunch of waypoints along the way, which should bring us around here. And there is no arrival for Aberdeen, so we're just going to go direct the Aberdeen VOR into runway 16, which should be going south. If you guys would like to look at our FMC here, we didn't step through it yet, or I haven't stepped through it at least, so why don't we go ahead and step through it real quick. Let's go into plan mode here. Alright, so here's our departure I was talking about. It's going to take us off of runway 26, heading of 215 into 275, and take us around and direct Olney. Can take you out here. We're going up all the way to a cruise flight level of 320, so we should be hitting our cruise around here. There it is. Right after TNT, we should hit our cruise. We're gonna keep cruising here until about, until about TLA, and right between TLA and Grice, we're going to hit our upward descent from flight level 320. And here's our arrival into here. No special arrival. As I said before, this airport does not have any arrivals. Then here's our special approach here. We're going to take just a big old loop. It's kind of like a teardrop approach, but except we're not going over the runway. We'll take a big old fun loop across the localizer, and then coming back around onto it. It's runway 16. That's it. It's not too complicated there. Gonna go ahead and reset our FMC. We are going to set up our takeoff preferences right now. So why don't we go here to aircraft configuration. We're gonna take flaps 3 for this departure because this runway is only 6,000 feet long. Our V1 is 139. V rotate is 146. And our V2 is 148. Transition altitude is 6,000. Gonna go flaps 3. And for our trim, we're gonna go 0.5 degrees up. Flex temperature is gonna be 60. But we are going to go full toga. Number one, the airport's runway is only 6,000 feet. Number two, it is raining, so it's going to be much more slippery. nothing else more that I should do. So let's go ahead and get our APU on, or APU bleed on. And external power is coming off. There you go, hearing that coming off. Let's go ahead and call up our pushback. Give it a second.
Cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Thank you. So you can see everyone's talking on Unicom here. Let's go ahead and switch our TCAS. Can't even see anything. To TARI. Everything else looks good. We could probably turn on our beacon now. And just wait for our pushback guy to come up.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect. Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, we'll go ahead and do that here in a second. I was just turning down the external volume because it's going to be a little loud in cruise. Anyways, let's release our park brake. Ignition can go to start.
Pushback, and you may start engines.
That will turn off our packs for us. And we can go ahead and start number 1 because EasyJet starts their number 1 engine first. Alright, we got a good start number 1. Engine gen number 1's coming on. We can go ahead and start number 2. There's our pushback stopping there.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Alright, park brake is set. Engine's still starting up here.
Stand by.
Should be good in a second. Alright, we got 2 good healthy starts on the engines. Both engine gens are on. Go ahead and set. Go ahead and press our takeoff big button. Auto brake maximum. Yes, I would like you to disconnect. Ground spoilers armed. Flaps to take off. Flaps 3. See them going down there? Flaps 3 confirmed.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you. Takeoff config is normal. Go ahead and get our tone light off. APU bleeds off. APU master is coming off. Alright, he's going to go ahead and give us a signal there. Right after he gives us a signal, let's do a flight control check real quick. There he is. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, flight control checked. Elevator. Alright, we're going to have to go to flight control page real quick because this thing won't listen. Alright. Elevators, full down. Full up. Checked. Aileron full left. Full right. Checked. Rudder full right. Checked. Rudder full left. Checked. Let's set our pitch for takeoff, which is 0.5 up. There you can see it set right there. And let's go back to our normal ECAS. Everything is good to go. Go ahead and get our nose light to taxi. And there's no need for windshield wipers. We can definitely see clearly out the windshield. So go ahead and advise the traffic that we're taxiing the runway. Luton traffic easy 1368 taxiing to runway 26 for departure, Luton. Alright. That said, let's go ahead and disconnect our parking brake and give her some juice. Alright, as we are approaching runway 26 here, we're going to go ahead and advise the cabin for takeoff. Nose light takeoff, landing lights coming on, runway turnoffs coming on, wing lights coming on, and strobes coming on. We're going to notify the traffic that we're on the runway. Luton traffic easy 1368, backtracking runway 06 for runway 26, Luton. I know that wasn't 0. Yep, 02. Sorry, 08. That got in the way. I knew it was runway 08. I just completely blanked out there for a second. But anyways, ECAM memo, no blue. We're gonna depart here after we make this turn here, and we won't need I don't think we'll need any windshield wipers for departure. It's not that rainy. It's a nice early morning departure though. Alright. Luton traffic easy 1368 departing runway 26 Luton. Anyways, let's start the chrono. 50% N1. Man, toga, SRS, and runway. Auto thrust is blue. Power set. Airspeed alive. 100 knots. V1 and rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Alright, let's go ahead and make our left-hand turn now. To 215 degrees. Thrust climb, climb nav. Flaps 2. Sorry, flaps 1. And flap 0. Go ahead and disable spoilers. There we go, there's us climbing out of Luton. Alright guys, here we are approaching 10,000 feet right now. We're going to go ahead and turn off all our external lights. The weather has definitely cleared up in these clouds. Tried to turn on my weather radar, but it wasn't working. And I realized earlier that I had my ignition still set to start, but I quickly realized that it was still there. So yeah, here we are going up to a cruise. Alright, here we are climbing up to flight level 320. Go ahead and sorry about the lag, by the way. Take the seatbelt signs off. It's because we're passing right by Manchester, so it's going to be a little bit laggy. Yep, we are right in front of Manchester. If you want to see here for yourself, here's us and here's Manchester. So yeah, I will see you guys about 40 miles from our descent, when we are going to get ready for our descent, prepare for it, and brief through the descent. Hey everyone, welcome back. We are about 40 miles from our top of descent here, so we are going to go ahead and get ready for that descent. Let's go ahead and pull our charts up here. We're going to landing the ILS DME or localizer runway. We're just taking the ILS DME, excuse me. Runway 16 into Aberdeen. It's not too much of a hard approach. It doesn't show on the chart, but we are going to be coming into the Aberdeen VOR, making our left-hand turn into the localizer and then onto the runway. We want to descend down to 2,300 feet. So let's go ahead and set 2,000 and 2,300. Let's see. Our final approach course is going to be a heading of 160. Our decision height is 200. I'm not going to set 405. I would do that in the Boeing normally, but the A319 doesn't really like this. It usually likes just our normal decision height via radio, not barometric. So you see, we're gonna get D.7 or 7.1 at 2,300. We're gonna intercept it at 2,300. Sorry, this is our ILS intercept is 2,300. Probably gonna hit D 7.1 at 2,500. We're gonna go all the way down to the runway. If we don't see the runway by 550 meters or 200 feet, we are gonna initiate a go around, and we're gonna go gear up flaps 2. This approach here is we're gonna climb straight ahead to 3,000 then as directed. If we have a column failure, we are gonna climb straight ahead to 2,500. If you guys want to see this better, I'm sorry if you can't see it very well. Climb straight ahead to 2,500, then left turn to the VOR at 2,500. Our transition altitude today is 6,000. And yeah, seems simple enough. We're just gonna go ahead now and plug this all into our FMC, like it tells us to. Go to our approach phase. If you go ahead and look at Active Sky here, type in EGGW-EGPD, We are getting winds 160 at 11 knots. Our transition altitude is 6,000, like I said before. Let's see. QNH is 1,000. Temperature is 4. Decision height is 200. For this arrival, if you want to see here, where is it here? Alright, this is our runway we're coming in on. About 6,400 feet. That is enough for us to go flaps 2, not flaps 2, auto brake 2 or medium. But instead, I'm just probably gonna go. I'm gonna probably make up my mind later, but we could either do probably auto brake 1 and idle reverse, full reverse, or auto brake medium and idle reverse all the way down. Probably gonna do auto brake low, just because I don't want to get those brakes hot. I don't want to deal with that, and you know, we have enough fuel, so we can just do full reverse. It's not too much of a biggie. If you would like to look here, if we go to EasyJet, this is our flight that we're going off of. Looks like they parked at stand, what is this? Stand 5, I believe. Yeah, stand 5. So we're just gonna taxi out on mic, and that's it. Just taxi via mic. That's it. Should be simple enough. Right now we're about to hit our top of descent, so why don't we just wait for that? And while we're doing that, we can go and do auto brake low. Alright, altitude is set. Everything else is set in our FMC. Yep, everything else is good to me. Just gonna wait here for till our little blue circle, or purple circle, sorry, or magenta circle, whatever you want to say, starts coming down, and we can initiate the descent. Alright, so we see our magenta circle coming down. We can go ahead and push in on the altitude knob to initiate our descent down to 2,300 feet for the ILS intercept. Go ahead and turn on this fasten seatbelt sign, letting everyone know that we are descending now. And I will get you guys on the initial approach. Alrighty folks, welcome back. As you can see, we are now descending through a beautiful layer of cloud. We are now about to reach 10,000 feet, or past 10,000 feet. We have slowed nicely down to 250 knots. Alright, we have reached 10,000 feet. External lights are coming on. Everything else seems good to now. We still got our auto brake set to low. I'm going to keep it there. And sorry about that. You can hear the flight attendant giving her announcement there. I know it's a -11 out, and we are flying through visible moisture, but one nice thing about the Airbus is that it will tell you when ice is forming on the wings and our engines. So that's one thing I really like about the Airbus. Let's see here. I'm going to check one more time what our final approach speed is. 134. So we are definitely on a normal speed, I should say. Let's go ahead and press our landing system button. I would, if there were no clouds out, I would be showing you guys this really nice ortho I built within the last week. It turned out really nice. Downloaded a bunch of zoom level 16 and 17 tiles for all of the UK, and right now I'm focusing on building southern Norway, and but Norway really does take a long time to build. Like I tried to build like 16 tiles once, and I like went home. Like, okay, let me rephrase that real quick. I started building the tiles. I went to bed, went to school, came back, and it was still going. So it's probably because of my slow internet too. I don't have the best internet, but the internet does suffice what I need to do. So it's not too bad. We are about 10 miles now from the Aberdeen VOR, which we'll be making our left-hand turn all the way to the airport. You see the runways right there. See, oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. You can see the sun shining through the clouds with an orange glow. Oh, that's good. Looks like we got some rain to deal with here as well. Not fun. Just ruin the moment, man. That looks really cool. I am not going to lie. These sounds sound really nice too. These BSS sound pack. BSS did a really good job on these sounds. We're getting close here to 6,000 feet, which I did put in, yes, is our transition altitude. Want to make sure one more time. Alright, so our weather has changed a bit. 6,000 feet. Altimeter, or QNH, sorry, is 0999er. Go put this in real quick. With a temperature of 4 still, winds 160 at 10 knots. So it's not much different, but just want to let the aircraft know what kind of situation we got here. It is also raining in Aberdeen right now. If we can, we go ahead and turn on our weather radar, see if we can see what's going on here. So whether is it not going to work? Alright, I guess it's not wanting to work for us today. That is totally fine. I don't have a problem with that. As long as we know it's raining, we know it's raining. We know what's going on. Oh, looks like we've got some turbulence descending here through 4,000. Alright, here we go, making our left-hand turn. About halfway through our turn, as you can see, we will get our approach phase activated. Every once in a while, you can see those nice The rain effects going through the windshield. I really liked that update with the ToLiss. That was a great update. Really liked when they added that. See, we got some fog here and some of that nice ortho I built. If I want to check one more time, the visibility is 5,000 meters, which translates to 3.1 statute miles visibility. So that means that, let's see, is there a Cat 2 approach chart? There is not, so we're just going to trust our instincts here. That we will see the runway by 200 feet.
2,500.
Thank you, sir. Wow, look at those fields down there. That looks amazing. Zoom level 17 ortho this is. Alright, there goes our approach mode activating. Yep. Let's go ahead and advise the traffic that we are here. Let's get flaps 1 out as well. Pushing the speed limits here. Aberdeen traffic, easy 1368. Final runway, 10-mile final runway 16 Aberdeen. Messed that up a little bit, but that is okay. Let's go ahead and advise the cabin for arrival. Let them know we are on approach now. Flaps 2. We can go ahead and arm our spoilers, arm our ground spoilers here. Go ahead and bring this down to 10 miles. Once we hit about 7.5 miles, we'll go gear down. We can also activate our approach mode. There he goes, got that localizer. I completely forgot to activate the localizer. My bad about that. 3,000. Is there a go around altitude? Gear down.
2,000.
I love the sounds with the BSS of that gear down. That sounds really good. Alright, 3 green, flaps 3. That's what makes, like, it sounds like a real aircraft. Every time I'm on the A320, in real life, I always hear that when they put the gear down, and I really like how they added that. It makes, like, when you put the gear down in the A319, it's so satisfying now. Aberdeen traffic, easy 1368, short final, runway 16 Aberdeen. Alright, flaps full. I'm not going to take out the autopilot until we see the runway, or at least the approach lights. Alright, landing memo, no blue. Go around altitude set. Clear land runway 16. Remember, if we don't see the runway by minimums, we will go initiate a go around. I can already see some of the trees on the ground there in front of us too, just a little bit. Ooh, what's going on here? Turbulence? Maybe just a little bit. Pretty gusty. Alright, we got the airport in sight. Autopilot is coming out. Checked. Just so beautiful. Look at those lights off in the distance of Aberdeen. That's so cool. We are perfect on the glide slope, 2 white, 2 red. Got those rain effects in play here. Checked. Little high here. I love how this thing can fly itself sometimes. You know, sometimes you just need a break from Boeing. Land green. Continue. We're fine on the glide slope.
Glide slope. 50, 40, 30, retard, jet,
Alright, reversers. Through the decel. $70 knots. 60 knots. Manual braking, reversers are stowed. Alright, get rid of our landing system and our flight director here. Beautiful. That was absolutely amazing. And we got an hour and 10-minute flight time. We are right on schedule. Go ahead and start getting our APU fired up here. Strobe's coming off. Runway turnoff's coming off. Aberdeen traffic, EG-1368 vacated runway 16 Aberdeen. And we can go ahead and spoilers down and flaps up. get a little bit faster of a taxi when I can clear the chrono now. And as I said before, we are just going to taxi via Mike here to the stand 5 is what we're taking. I really like the scenery. The scenery was updated back in 2012, but it's still a very good scenery. They got those custom buildings going. I really like this. I'm not gonna lie. If You Bleed is on. Rain's getting away a little bit. Alright, so stand 5 is right here. We can go ahead and get our nose light off. And since we have no marshaller, we're just gonna have to self-guide ourselves into here. I really like those rain effects that ToLiss adds with the we're just gonna kinda line up our door here. Then we get to back to that rain effect thing in a bit here. Alright, stopper there, park brake, engines are coming off, seatbelts are coming off. We don't have hot brakes this time, so that's good. That's why I did auto brake 1. 10% N1 beacons coming off. And now we can go ahead and open our door. Alright, like I was saying before, I really like those rain effects that ToLiss added with the wheels and the engines, but those are really good. I think that came along with the new rain effects update. But anyways, so I would like to thank you all for joining me in this video today. It was a great flight. I really love the BSS. I really love what BSS has done with their add-on for the ToLiss A319. I really need to start flying into Europe more. Europe is a very good place to fly. I really like it. Anyways, if anyone wanted to know, landing rate was -307. We probably could have pulled up a little more to about 5 to 6 degrees. We were actually flaring at 5, so we probably could have gone to 6 to 6.5 degrees. But if we go here, you can see our whole flight on Project Fly. We are at gate 6 here. We pushed, we back taxied, turned all the way around, we took off. The cruise was all the way through there. Came around here. Here's our approach. One of the best ones. I really like this airport. I really do like this airport now. We touched down there. Vacated at the end of the runway. Parked at stand 5. Alright guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. See ya.